Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to the opening and ending for Boku no Hero Academia Season 5. Real quick before we get into this, you'll see I brought back the old cow print, but that's because I've been trying to do whenever like a new opening for something that I've traditionally watched on the channel like Hero Academia comes out. I've been trying to do reactions to the openings and endings and stuff like that, but they get taken down a lot, so I'm going to be putting the video over top of this with the opacity turned down a little bit, and the sound's going to be turned down a bit too, so hopefully it doesn't get blocked for wherever you live, or hopefully it doesn't get taken down. So that's the way I'm going to do this. Going to react to the opening and ending. Real quick before I get into it, I do want to say, as I say in everything, whether I have read the manga or not. For Hero Academia, I have read the manga and I read it weekly, doing reactions to it here on the channel, but I'm going to go into these reactions as if I don't know what's happening, as if I don't know what's going on, if I haven't read the manga, and then I'll give you a warning at the end. I'll just do a little segment at the end where I'll do thoughts like based on somebody who has read the manga, taking that stuff into account. So basically I'll do a spoiler-free section and then a little spoiler section at the end. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this. I think the first half of Season 5, I'm very happy to hear. It sounds like the pacing is going to be one arc for the first half of this and then another arc for the second half, which I'm very, very happy for, because I feel like the pacing in last season, like the first 3 seasons, were just like perfection, amazing. But then last season, I feel like the pacing was a little bit rushed, especially the second half was just way too rushed. So I'm glad that it seems like they're slowing it back down, so I'm hoping for another just amazing season like we got with seasons 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, either way, I don't want to like waste too much time in this intro. Let's go ahead and get into reacting to the opening first. Then I'll do the ending. Okay, this is my first time hearing the song and everything. I just realized, yeah, I haven't watched any PVs for this season to keep myself spoiler free. So I really don't know what to expect. Oh, I love the costumes. My favorite, Kirishima. Love Bakugo's look here. This is nice. It's kind of chill. I can appreciate that though. Oh, midnight. I kind of like that this is just chill though. I think it fits. This is actually really nice. Because I like the song too. It's in Class B. Ah, that's so cool. I got chills. This is really fun actually. I like this one a lot. Okay, this is great. And oh my god, Avatar 1. This okay, I actually think this might be one of my favorite openings. The simplicity of it works so well. And then the shots of Endeavor and Hawks. The shots of Endeavor and Hawks and the shots of Eddie and Mirio. Oh, that's so good. That's actually really, really great. I think the build up to the chorus was just whatever. It's normal. It's chill. But then when it got into the chorus and we got to see all the characters doing stuff with their quirks and everything. And again, a lot of things that I feel like just like with the last opening, a lot of things that if you're not a manga reader, it's exciting. And if you are a manga reader, it's like there's so many hints dropped, which is why the last opening, as much as I think the pacing was off for the second half of season 4, and I still need to do reviews for that, as much as I think the pacing was off, the opening's probably my second favorite behind season 3 opening 1. I think both of them had a lot of style and a lot of hints without really spoiling anything or giving things away. I think this might be the most spoilerish opening, to the point where it's like, if I'm an anime opening, it's like, wow, this gives away kind of a lot, I feel like. Not, I don't know, not directly, but I mean, it showed Shinso there, it shows you that he's going to be involved. It showed you, I don't know, just a lot of things that I'm like, okay, so even if I was anime only, I would be able to tell what that is. So this might be the most spoilery. I really like the song. The song is a new favorite of mine, I think. Again, it's hard to beat Odd Future, but that one was really, really great. I think this is going to be one of the ones that, sometimes an opening is like really great, but then later on you're like, I've heard it a million times. I'm not as interested. And then sometimes the opening kind of grows on you the more you watch it. I feel like this is going to be one of those openings where the more I watch it, the more it's going to grow on me and the more excited I am going to be for it. So yeah, also the tone with it being slower, I feel, or at the beginning at least, I feel like a lot of people might not like that, but I kind of like it for two reasons. One, it feels like they just didn't go crazy all out with their budget, so it seems like, they're going to be spending that time and attention on the actual show. But two, I feel like it fits what's happening. I feel like it fits the arc. And I'm not going to explain the arc or anything or get into anything spoilery, but I think this is a very fitting opening. I think it's much better than even what I could have predicted. I really think it's not like they blew it out of the water, one of the best openings ever, but it's really, really solid. I liked this one a lot. I'm going to get into the ending now. I've had a little bit more trouble finding the ending on YouTube, so hopefully the quality isn't too off when I find it. Of course, I probably could have just went to the episode itself rather than finding the opening and ending on YouTube, but it is what it is. Sorry that I'm watching it like this for my first time, but yeah, this was harder to find, so I'm really nervous. Hopefully this one does not get my channel stricken or anything. The music reminds me so much of it feels like it should be a Naruto Shippuden ending. It definitely has that feel to it. Again, I love these just comfy slice of life class 1A shots. Like, I could just go for Hero Academia slice of life stuff, really. Like, that's some of my favorite stuff. Yo, Best Boy Kirishima, my favorite. And I always love when we get endings or openings where we get to see alternate costumes or like casual clothes for our cast. Ah, oh, that's so cute. This is so good. I actually love this. I love this so much. And when he like pulled the chip bag up, it was the All Might one and behind it was the Endeavor one. This is really cute. I love openings and endings like this. So precious. Ah, oh, that's so cute. Okay, I love that ending a lot. That was... Okay, they really hit us hard with the openings and endings on this one. I think that the opening, how would I rank it among other ones? Like, real quick before I get back into the ending, thoughts on it, it was just cute. The art was good. I mentioned all of it as I was reacting. I like endings like that, seeing the cast in a slice of life situation with casual clothes or alternate outfits. Like, that to me is always really cute and fun, and I love that. But beyond that, lost my train of thought. The opening compared to past openings, I can probably get rid of this Calfront. Hold on. I don't even need this here anymore. Yeah, the opening compared to previous openings, it wasn't the best to me, but it was really, really solid, really good. Like, it's not up there with Season 3 Opening 1, either of the Season 2 openings, because they're incredible, or Season 4 Opening 2, which I thought was, brilliant in its art style and the way it showed things without spoiling things, but it hinted at them if you knew what you were looking for. That was really, really great. It doesn't really stand with, the great openings for Hero Academia, but it's really, really good. I would say that because of the song, I'm probably going to end up liking it more than the Season 1 opening, because I was never huge into the Season 1 opening. I'll definitely like it better than Season 3 Opening 2, which I think is the weakest one. And I think again, we'll see how I feel after watching it every episode, because I don't like to skip the opening usually when I watch stuff, unless I'm like really marathoning something. But yeah, I think I might end up liking it better than Season 4 Opening 1, which I thought was aight. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a really good one, and the ending I think might be one of my favorites. I haven't went back through and rewatched some of the old endings recently, but I don't know. I really like the music for this ending. Like I said, it reminds me of like a Naruto Shippuden ending. I really, really like the just tone of it. I really like the song, and because of that, I might end up liking it more than most. Then again, the ending game last season, I'm just now remembering, was on point, because Season 4 Ending 1 was incredible, and Season 4 Ending 2 is probably my favorite one. And then Season 1's ending is amazing. This might beat the Season 2 and 3 endings, though. Maybe. I guess. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't interested in my thoughts from a sort of manga viewer perspective, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I will be talking more about the anime and more about the series as a whole, though I do mostly manga stuff, to be fair. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to get into talking about a little bit of manga stuff here right at the end. It really doesn't, there wasn't really much spoilery stuff, so it doesn't play much into what I'm about to say, but you get my point. So 3, 2, 1, talking about manga stuff now. So I really liked in the opening some of the stuff we saw, like with Avatar 1 for All and the previous users. That was really, really good. But yeah, that is the most spoilery opening, I think. I think they did, like, they showed a lot that if I were an anime only, I'd be like, wow, that actually gives away quite a bit. They didn't really sadly, they really, really disrespected Class 1B here. I mean, the arc itself isn't very good and disrespects 1B, but man, that opening kind of disrespected 1B as well, now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, we're getting into, for the first half of the season, we're going to spend the entire first half, it looks like, from the opening, on the joint training arc, which I am happy for, even though it's the only bad arc in Hero Academia. Hero Academia is like one of my favorite series ever. You can tell from the merch and stuff behind me. I absolutely love it. But it does have one weak arc, one bad arc, and that's the joint training arc. But I'm glad that it's taking up a whole half season, because that gives Bones, or the anime studio, a bit of time and ability to flesh it out and give us something good. Anime-wise, even though the story is just flawed from the manga, from the source material, pretty heavily flawed. But you know what? Maybe they'll change stuff to make it better, because, like, almost everybody I know is in kind of a unanimous agreement that that is the least good arc, by a long margin. So maybe they can do something to spice it up and make it better. But the reason I'm glad that it's taking up the whole half season is because the back season, to me, should be marketed as, this is My Villain Academia. The villains are taking over. This is going to be from their perspective. And because this arc is taking up the entirety of this half season, that makes me think, thank God, the next arc, because the next arc, the Villain Academia arc, is incredible. So that makes me think, okay, this means that arc isn't getting rushed. Because if they were rushing this arc, I'd be scared that they were rushing the next one. But since they're giving this time, it looks like, that gives me hope that we are getting time for the Villain Academia arc. So I'm extremely excited for the back half of the season. Even though the front half it's just going to be the joint training arc. It's not very good. Yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to say about that. I was a little worried, so I'm glad we didn't see any, like, Villain Academia arc stuff here in this opening. I was a bit worried about that, more than anything, I think. Because again, the first 3 seasons, the pacing was just so good, and the adaptation was so good. And even the overhaul arc for season 4 was adapted really well, I think. I was never a huge overhaul arc guy, but I think that it was adapted well. It's just the back half of last season, they rushed through the cultural festival arc, which I thought was really, really good in the manga, but the anime really just brushed over it and rushed through it. And especially, it was so disrespectful how much they rushed the Endeavor, Hawks, and high-end stuff, which was incredible, like a high point in the manga for me. They rushed it really badly at the end of last season. Even though the fight ended up looking really, really great and all, they rushed it. They paced it like way too fast. And they cut off like right in the middle of it. Like there's still so much that, again, we're going to be seeing at the beginning of this season, but we should have just spent the back half of last season on the cultural festival stuff. Don't rush in the Endeavor and High End and Hawk stuff. We should be hyped to be starting this season with that. But yeah, so the pacing was so like, again, just chopped and butchered and like sped up at the back half of last season that I was really, really worried that they were going to do the same for this season. But luckily, it looks like they're not. It looks like they're going to be giving things time to breathe, which is great. Because seasons 2 and 3 did that, and that means that we will likely be getting the back half of season 5 be incredible with the villain stuff. But that ended up being actually a much longer discussion than I thought. But, you know, wanted to give you my full, honest thoughts. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of my reactions and what you think of this opening and ending and everything. Got so off topic, I was like, what was this video even about? Subscribe for more Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Like I said, especially manga stuff. I've got a shipping collab video that I'm working on as soon as I can. A waifu tier list. I want to do a favorite. I've been saying for like 2 years now that I want to do a favorite characters video. Like, there's a lot I want to do for this series. Plus, I still need to review last season, even though I've already watched it. I need to go back and review things from it. Plus, I'll be reviewing this season. Once we get to the mid-season point, I'll be doing a review on the first half and then another review on the second half once that's over. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you're link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. And if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, it really does help me to continue making videos. It's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.